Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're playing with new luxury beauty. I have some new singles from Dior Beauty. I have some new beauty from RMS Beauty, a bronzer and a blush. I also have another bronzer here from Dior. We might go ahead and do some comparisons and see what works best. But anyway, that is today's video. So before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. I just did a review of these new eyeshadow singles. I had a few more, but I returned two of them. These are the two that I kept. The tutu is a metallic color. It's like a peachy pink. And then the blue here, blue bayadère, is actually a glitter. This is what they look like swatched together. I think that they are beautiful individually, but I also think that they could work nicely together. And the other two that I got were just lackluster, not that impressive, so I sent them back. They were not that thrilling to me. I think what I'll go ahead and do to start is I'm going to use this bronzer here. It's the number 031, the Coral Bronze Glow from the Dior summer release. So what I'll do is I'll take a big fluffy brush and I'll just go into the lightest color here and just sweep this into the crease. One of the singles that I returned was just a matte light brown, and I realized I can literally achieve the same color with a bronzer. That's what I just did. So I just wanted to lay something down there. Now going into the blue, I'm going to concentrate it a little bit more in the outer corner and do a little bit of a cat eye. We'll see. This is the BK Beauty 207. And I'm going into this one here. And I'm going to start by packing color here. This shade is a beautiful one and done if you do want a beautiful, intense blue eye makeup look, but you can also sheer it out. You can see it here. I'm very lucky that I was able to return the two eyeshadows I didn't like. The first one that I mentioned was like a neutral brown matte. It just wasn't very wow, and I realized, you know, if I'm going to use this, I could literally just use a bronzer to do the same effect. And the other color was a satin. That one was really disappointing. It was called Denim, and it was a lighter blue to go with this one here, and it just did not perform. It really took a lot to build it up, and then I noticed when I wore it throughout the day, it faded. It faded into pretty much nothing as the day wore on, so I thought to myself, nope. Not at these prices, not at these price increases. Like, I love luxury beauty, but it needs to be worth it. What I'm doing here is taking a Rephr 28, so it's like a nice flat brush. You want something like this to pick up shimmer, and we're going to go into the tutu color, the light pink, and we're just going to spray it with some setting spray. Don't be shy. And then, again, don't be shy to go into the eyeshadow here. And we're going to place it on the inner corner. This color here, tutu, I have been wearing on its own. It's so pretty. Singles should operate as a one and done, but if you want to combine them with one other eyeshadow, or two if you want to, that's perfectly fine. But on its own, this one is so pretty. Wetting the brush like I'm doing will just intensify the look. It gives it a slightly more metallic finish, and it just intensifies it. You certainly don't have to do this, but if you want to go a little bit overboard, a little bit dramatic, a little bit extra, you certainly can. Look how pretty that is. Now I'm using a Sigma brush. This is the E45, just like a nice little tapered one here. Just blending these two together. I did notice a little bit of fallout with that dark blue. I can't wait to wear that blue again here on camera, maybe on its own, Maybe I'll do a beautiful summer look, like a blue eye look. But these two that I bought, the ones that I kept, so stunning, so happy. They did not fade, they stayed in place. Very, very pretty. I'm noticing some fallout with the dark blue, so I'm just taking a little bit of eye cream. It's like a little sample of the Chanel Sublimage eye cream. I put some on a Q-tip here, and I'm just going to clean this up. If you know anything about me, I loathe using eye makeup remover to do this part because it just doesn't make any sense. You know, I've spent so much time and money on skincare, sunscreen, all that stuff. Why would I use a makeup remover to remove that? No, an eye cream will clean up the mess without removing any skincare. I'm going to use this beautiful blue eyeliner from Chanel. This is the Blue Abyss liner. Oh, this one is so pretty. I think what I'll do is I'll go a little bit on the bottom lashes here just to emphasize this shape and just flick it up a little bit. Now for the mascara, I have something brand new, hot off the press. I bought this during the Sephora sale. This is the new Givenchy mascara. It's volumizing and lengthening at the same time. I've been trying this off camera. It's amazing. So good. So let me just do a live demonstration here. Nothing on my lashes. This is just the black shade. I think there's only one color at the moment. Right? Isn't that amazing? Such a fabulous mascara. I was sort of on the fence with my Sephora savings event shopping cart. I was like, yes, no, yes. Amazing. So happy I got this. 1000% worth it. Something else that I got during the Sephora sale are new eyeshadow primers because I need an eyeshadow primer. I have oily hooded eyes. If I don't put a primer on before, it's game over after an hour. So I got the new not new, but new to me, Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer. That's what the wand looks like here. That's what the texture looks like. It's a little bit liquidy, a little bit of pinkiness to it, but it blends out. And then I also got the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. That's what this looks like here. And the Rare Beauty one is very liquidy. So I've been testing out both. I have to say that the one from Rare Beauty is terrible. It doesn't work. It doesn't matter how much or how little I put on. It doesn't seem to pick up on anything. Like nothing stands out, and then it creases. Like at the end of the day, everything is like in the crease. Terrible. Did not keep my receipt, sadly. However, the one from Fenty Beauty does work. That's what I'm wearing today. That's what I put on my eyes before coming on camera here. So the one from Fenty Beauty does work. Either Fenty Beauty or Hourglass is what I'm using for eyeshadow primer, but the one from Rare Beauty, it's like I didn't even put anything on, so that's disappointing. I don't even understand how products like that make it onto the market. Don't they test them out on people? I guess there's always one person for whom it doesn't work. I was that person that day, unfortunately, but yeah, that was very disappointing. I have here a sample pack of the Forever Glow Maximizers. I have 3 shades here. I have the Rosy, the Gold, and the Bronze. So these are new. They're liquid highlighters, liquid blushes, bronzers, beautifying enhancers. I thought we could go ahead and test these out today. There's 6 shades here, but this little blister pack, again, I got during the Sephora sale. So I thought we could just do, I don't know, just play around with them, see how they wear, see how they look. So we have Rosy, Gold, and Bronze. I think that these look all very pretty. I could use a little bit of each strategically and wear them like that. I think I may go ahead and try that. Obviously, this one here, the center one, is the one that looks like the most like a liquid highlighter, but these are meant to be multi-use, multi-purpose. You can use them as like cheek toppers or contour, possibly with a bronze, but it has some shimmer in it. So I'm not sure exactly what I'll do. Maybe I'll do the periphery of my face with that deeper color. I'm taking the gold shade and sort of just placing it where highlighter would be naturally, where my face would be more luminous. Taking a little bit of the rosy color. Not sure exactly how deep it will be, so just being careful. And then the bronzy one. Taking the Chanel Touch Up face brush, I'm just going to blend these out. I think the bronzer has some color to it. I'm going to just sort of swirl this cheek together here. Okay, there is some rosiness. Oh, that's pretty. I wasn't certain how sheer these would be. I think that this is a very interesting product. There is a nice level of opacity in the shades, like the rosy color. I don't know if it would 100% be a blush, but you could get some nice rosiness to it, and the bronze color as well. I think that these are nice items. Interesting. I have the other Glow Star filter, so if I was going to get something, the gold one would be the last one I would get, because the Glow Star filter in the shade number 3 looks very similar, you know? I wouldn't get the exact same one. I might get the rosy or the bronze. Just very interesting. So I think what I'll do now, I'm going to wipe off this because I know myself, and if I don't, I'm going to decorate my brand new white t-shirt. So let me just get this off my paw. Thank you. And then I think I'm just going to go into concealer. I like my complexion. It's perfectly imperfect. This is the Armani concealer in the shade 5.5. It's not new, but it's new to me, and I'm actually making a dent in it, which I'm very proud of. So I'm just going to use some of this and just sort of spot correct. And then using the Prada Beauty concealer brush, just blending this out. This is an amazing concealer brush. Prada Beauty has really done a great job with their cosmetics line. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more tutorials with the new single eyeshadows. Maybe something more simple next time. I just wanted to play with the blue because the blue is so pretty. Like, you see how intense and opaque this is? This is how it lasts all day. It doesn't fade, it doesn't budge, it doesn't go anywhere. So it's very pretty. I wanted to showcase that, and I wanted to wear this with the pink because I just think that they wear so beautifully together. But the tutu on its own, I got so many compliments. It's just very pretty. So if you want to see just like a more subtle everyday look, please let me know in the comments. Maybe I could do some skincare as well, just to keep it simple. You know, I am able to do both looks, dramatic blue eyes and simple everyday looks. So leave a comment down below. And if you've made it to this part of today's video, leave a little blue heart emoji. For the bronzer, I'm gonna go into my RMS Beauty in Tan Lines. I love this so much, it's so pretty. Maybe I'll do a swatch comparison with my Eyeshadow Glow Coral one. This one here is beautiful, it's luminous, it's light, it's very buildable. So I got a really good swatch here, but it's buildable. You'll see when I apply it, like, you do have to dig into the palette to get some color payoff, which I don't mind, you know, because it's very subtle, it's very buildable. With the Dior one here, I like to use one finger to go into the lighter bronzier color, and then a separate finger to just sort of swirl. This is like the blush bronzer part. Obviously, when you wear it together, you sort of mix them together, but these are just the two of them. The RMS one in Tan Lines is much more cool tone, more like neutral cool, and the one from Dior, you know, as the name Coral Glow would say, it's more warm, it's more coral, more orangey, but I like both for summer. I think there's a makeup look for either one. Today I'm going to go into RMS. I'm using an Angie Hot and Flashy angled brush here. So as you can see, I'm really loading it up here. And it doesn't look too much. I know some people said they were having trouble getting the product on the brush. You just have to swirl around a little bit and then all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, no, there it is. But I just really love how seamless it is. It just sort of melts into the skin and it's slightly luminous, not glittery, not like a chunky glitter highlight, anything like that. It's just luminous. They've sort of recreated that glow you get from being at the beach all day, getting your tan lines, as the name would say. The blush will also be RMS. This is the shade Crystal Slipper. This is if a blush and a bronzer had a baby. It's your cheek but better. It has some color but not too much. If I'm doing a more dramatic eye look like blue, it is nice to do something on the cheeks where I am wearing bronzer, there's some highlighter, but it's very subtle, very natural. I don't want the blush to stand out. I just want my cheeks to look healthy and luminous here. And this is a BK Beauty brush here. So I'm just tapping it. You know, like it doesn't look too pink or too orange or too red. It just looks a little bit flushed and healthy. And it also is very luminous. So I'm not wearing any foundation today. Just some spot concealer, highlighter, and the rest. Taking that same fluffy brush from before, I'm just picking up a little bit here and putting it in the crease. You won't even notice it. It's just going to marry everything together. It's going to make everything look cohesive and natural and subtle as much as you can, you know, for this blue eye makeup look. For the lips, I'm going to go into this Maximizer here in the shade 067. It's a shimmery gold peach, a champagne pinky peach. It corresponds very well with Tutu here, which is that peachy pink champagne color. It's a lip color without being too much. I sort of keep it here on the side whenever I have a look and I can't think of something off the top of my head. I go with this one here. It's not, I don't want to say universal, but it's very flattering for many different looks because it has color, not too much. It has a little bit of pink, but not too much. It kind of just goes with a lot of different looks. And I've worn it recently with a few makeup looks because, like, why? Why break my head open trying to concoct and mix everything together perfectly when I know I can just go with this and it works well. And this, the nail polish and lip gloss, almost corresponds with my eyeshadow. I did not plan for that. It just, fate has brought us here today, so I'm very happy. Now, to finish off the look, normally I go into a perfume. Shockingly enough, I don't want to. I actually want to use my new hand cream here. So L'Occitane en Provence sent me some new products. They sent me this hand cream here. This is not new to me. I've used this before, but this is a brand new industrial sized amount of hand cream. So I thought, this is so thick. I love how heavy duty and thick it is. It's not running everywhere. I've been swatching and wiping off a lot of makeup here. And so sometimes my skin does get irritated just from, you know, wiping and swatching and etc. So it is nice to just do something nice. It has a little bit of a scent. It isn't perfumed, this one here. It's with shea butter. This one's for very dry skin, which makes sense. And I always like to get the cuticles. If you make sure to hydrate your cuticles, it can also help your manicure last longer. And then I like to go into the elbows too. And that is it. That is the finished look. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I really like the two eyeshadow singles that I kept. I love how blue this blue is, and I love Tutu. It's so pretty. It's wonderful. I just have so many ideas in mind for summer, spring, summer. We're teetering so close to summer. A few of you had asked me if I will be getting the 5 shadow palettes from Dior for their summer release, the Quince. I think I'm skipping them. I think they look fine. There's one that looks more interesting than the other, the one with the minty green pastel in the center, but honestly, that's the one that I would get if I were to get one, but I'm not like, I need to buy them. You know, like when I saw these singles, I was like, wow, those colors are really calling to me. And I don't really see the purpose of just buying for the sake of buying. I want that excitement, I want that joy. So I'll be skipping that, but what I'll do instead is just create like Dior summer my way. I have a bunch of new products from them. I have old favorites that are still available online. So I'll just like concoct. I'll create and recreate looks, obviously with some blues, my favorite for summer. So I think that's what I'll do instead of buying their new eyeshadow Quince. They're just not calling to me. I'll wait until something really, really pulls on my heartstrings and purse strings. If you are not subscribed to my channel, you are definitely missing out. I talk a lot about new makeup, mostly French brands. I do a lot of reviews, a lot of tutorials like today. I like to mix and match new and old releases. So if you're not subscribed, you're definitely missing out. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure to leave a comment and a like. And that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.